couple of clouds a little bit stubborn to break up here as we get into that lunch hour. We're still in the middle 80s though out at that Ingham Woods Tower Cam, feeling like the upper 80s in some spots. Now going forward again, kind of depends on some of that sunlight, how that's going to shake out as we get into the next couple of hours. We'll largely only top out in the middle 80s, pretty much where a lot of us are at, but starting to cool off under those mostly clear skies tonight, falling back into the mid to upper 60s by tomorrow morning. So it's looking like a pretty nice night here, pretty comfortable as we get into the overnight hours. The reason for that, again, why we're staying quiet, it's all this high pressure that we're going to be tracking here over the next couple of days, and it is not moving too far here as we go forward. Latest look at that satellite and radar as we get into the afternoon hours and watch this Tuesday into Wednesday into Thursday. That thing's going to be tough to move here. One of those upper level highs that's going to really kind of just shut down a good portion of the atmosphere. It's going to steer just about any storm system up into southern Canada, aside from that one that we will have to keep an eye out for getting into this weekend. But what happens when you get underneath one of these areas of high pressure? Well, it actually draws in some cooler air, and that cooler air is more dense than the air around it. So generally speaking, you got this constant sinking motion. So tough to get a whole lot up and going here in terms of that cloud cover going forward. One thing that you do notice under those highs, you slowly warm up, and that looks like that's going to be the case here as we get into the rest of this work week, back into the low 90s, likely feeling like the mid to upper 90s though, especially as we get into the Show Me State games this weekend. Got to stay hydrated, especially on Saturday. Hopefully we can squeeze out a little bit of rain here as we close out the weekend, but not looking great right now. Some pretty slim chances as we get into Sunday.